Hi, good news for everyone. Apple is preparing a major revamp of its health app under Project Mulberry, integrating AI-driven features to enhance health and wellness management. Here's a consolidated summary from all sources. AI features in Health Plus. The app will include an AI-powered health coach, tentatively named Health Plus, designed to analyze data from Apple devices like iPhones, Apple Watches, earbuds, and third-party products. Features include food tracking, workout analysis using device cameras, sleep optimization, and real-time health monitoring. The AI coach may emulate a virtual doctor by providing personalized advice based on trends such as high blood pressure or heart rate spikes. Medical expert collaboration. Apple is collaborating with in-house physicians and external specialists, cardiology, sleep science, nutrition, etc., to train the AI system and create educational video content explaining health conditions and lifestyle improvements. A dedicated facility near Oakland is being set up for video production, with plans to feature a celebrity doctor as the face of the service. Release timeline. The revamped app is expected to launch with iOS 19.4 in spring or summer 2026, with a preview likely at WWDC 2025. Impact and competition. The update positions Apple as a competitor to established platforms like MyFitnessPal and Noom in food tracking and wellness coaching. CEO Tim Cook emphasizes health as Apple's greatest legacy, aiming to set new standards in digital healthcare while addressing potential risks of AI in medical applications. Comparison of Apple's AI health coach tracking features vs existing apps. Apple's upcoming AI-powered health coach, Quartz, aims to revolutionize wellness tracking by leveraging advanced AI and biometric data. Here's how it compares to existing apps. Apple AI Health Coach, Quartz. Personalization. Uses Apple Watch and device data to create tailored health plans for exercise, diet, and sleep, similar to a virtual doctor. Food tracking. Expands on limited nutrition features in the current health app, competing with MyFitnessPal. Workout analysis. Utilizes iPhone or iPad cameras for real-time feedback on workout techniques, beyond Fitness Plus motion tracking. Emotion and mood tracking. Introduces tools for monitoring daily emotions and trends over time. Existing apps, e.g., MyFitnessPal, Noom, Fitbit. Personalization. Focuses on user input data for general fitness and dietary recommendations. Food tracking. Comprehensive databases for calorie counting and meal planning. Workout analysis. Limited to wearable motion tracking, lacks camera-based feedback. Emotion tracking, rarely included, primarily focuses on physical health metrics. Key differentiators. Apple's AI coach integrates advanced technologies like real-time camera analysis and mood tracking, setting it apart from competitors that rely on manual inputs or basic wearable data. However, privacy concerns around AI, handling sensitive health data could challenge Apple's adoption. Now let's listen to what our experts have to say on this huge breakthrough.
All right, so welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going deep on something pretty big, and I think a lot of you are going to be interested in this.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Apple's plan to totally revamp how its health app works. They're calling this project Mulberry. We've been digging into all these reports about it, comparing it to the apps out there, and well, we want to give you the rundown on how this might change the game for how you manage your health.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's important to highlight right off the bat that this isn't just a small update.
Right.
You know, they're not just tweaking a few things. It seems like Apple is going for a total, a fundamental shift to a more proactive and super personalized approach to health.
Okay.
And, well, AI is going to be the engine driving this whole thing.
Okay, so let's get into that. The AI part of this. We keep seeing this term, AI-powered health coach. Maybe they'll even call it Health Plus, who knows? But what does that really mean for the average person?
Well, imagine, right, having a coach who's always learning, constantly learning from all your data, from your Apple Watch, how much you're moving, your sleep, even stuff from your headphones.
Wow.
And then he uses all that, right, all that understanding to give you advice that's actually made for you.
Okay.
Not just, the same generic stuff everyone gets.
That makes way more sense.
Exactly. Advice based on you, your habits, your trends, all that. So much more helpful.
So it's instead of just tracking stuff, it's it actually understands you, guides you, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's moving beyond just the numbers,
Okay.
to actually understanding and helping you get healthier. There's even talk about it being able to spot patterns in your vitals, blood pressure, heart rate changes, all that, and then suggest what to do about it.
That's getting pretty advanced.
Right.
Like almost like a virtual doctor, kind of.
In a way, yeah. But it's not just algorithms doing all the work. They're bringing in real medical expertise here.
Oh, that's good to hear. I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Apple's working with like their own doctors and then specialists from outside too.
Oh, wow.
Cardiology, sleep experts, nutritionists, the whole 9 yards. These folks, right, they're helping train the AI, making sure the advice it gives is, well, accurate.
Right.
And backed by, actual science.
That makes a huge difference. I mean, there's so much like health advice out there that's just, not real.
Oh, totally. And they're even making educational videos, with these experts. They might even get a big-name doctor, a celebrity doc or something.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
And they've got a whole facility, like a studio dedicated to making this content. So they're clearly going all in.
Big time.
So when is this actually going to be a thing we can all use?
So right now it looks like IOS19.4 is the target.
Okay.
Probably spring or summer of 26.
All right. So a little ways off.
Yeah. But we might even get a sneak peek at next year's WWDC, their developer conference.
Cool. So this means Apple's jumping into the ring with all the existing apps, like your MyFitnessPals and Nooms of the world, right?
Definitely. But I think what sets them apart, right, is how deeply this integrates with all the Apple devices.
Yeah.
And that proactive AI angle. Like, a lot of those other apps rely on you to put in all the info yourself.
Yeah, that can be a pain.
Totally. But Apple's AI, I think they call it Quartz internally, will be using all the data your devices are already gathering.
So it's like less manual work, more smart insights.
Exactly. Less input from you and more personalized plans based on what you're already doing.
Yeah.
If you think about specific features, the workout analysis using your camera, that's way more advanced than just basic tracking.
Yeah, like on a Fitbit or something.
Exactly. And there's talk of them adding emotion and mood tracking, which you don't see in those fitness apps.
Wow, so the camera stuff and the mood tracking, those could really be game changers, huh?
Potentially, yeah.
But there's got to be some challenges too, right?
Oh, for sure. The biggest one, I think, is privacy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
When you're dealing with this kind of personal health data, especially with AI involved, people need to feel like their info is safe and not being misused.
Absolutely. So, big picture, Apple's trying to create a whole new health and wellness experience.
Right.
Super sophisticated, powered by AI, and built into the devices people already have.
Exactly. It's ambitious.
Big time.
If they can pull it off, it could be a total game changer.
Yeah.
And it'd show how serious Apple is about health being a core part of their future.
This really gets you thinking, doesn't it? Like, with all this AI-driven health stuff coming, how will it change how we see our own health?
Yeah.
How much will we rely on tech for this? It's a big question, right? A lot to think about.
For sure.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Absolutely.
And until next time, keep exploring.
Deep diving.